guess we'll start from the beginning. When I was 8 years old in year 4, and I found this book on the library bookshelf, and I only read it because it had a cool wolf on it, and I wasn't really much of a reader until I read this, and it became my favourite book in the whole world, and it still is. The Chronicles of Ancient Darkness series is my favourite series ever, and a week later I bought this book. As you can see, it's very old, and I bought the whole book series recently, and I reread them in preparation for the new book. And I just have to say, thank you so much, Michelle, from the bottom of my heart. These books were my childhood, and they made me love reading, and they made me who I am. And it is bittersweet that they're coming to an end, because it's like my childhood is coming to an end in some way. But I'm just so happy these books were here, me growing up. And honestly, I'm so excited for what comes next, if anything comes next. Maybe from other perspectives of them growing up, or maybe something on the big screen, I don't know. But anyone who thinks they might not be a reader, or if they just haven't read it, please read it. I never thought I really liked reading until I read these, and they changed my life. So thank you so much, Michelle.
Hi, my name's Ryan, aka Half-Blood Ryan if you're an old school clanner, or Empire of Books I go as well. And this is your story. I remember getting Wolf Brother in 2004 in a bookshop that was then around called Ottakers before Waterstones was a thing. And I was 12 then, I'm 30 now, and I fell in love with the world and the characters. And Michelle, I know I've met you several times over the years, and write to you as well. So you know exactly what I've told you personally, what the series means to me. But honestly, at points, this series has saved me, I will be honest. Every time I go back to the forest, it is like going home, and in some of my darkest moments, and I've been through some rough things in the last couple of years, it's just incredible, and I'm so thankful to you for being such a wonderful person and also incredibly talented. So anyone that hasn't read the series yet, you're in for an absolute treat, and Wolfbane is insane. Ugh.
Wolf Brother has a seriously special place in my heart. It guided me through my young adult and teenage years, sleepless nights, and the audiobooks. When I woke up in the middle of the night and couldn't sleep, I put them on and it would soothe me back to sleep. When I was 21, I bought the whole series with the view that I will give them to my children when they grow up, and I'd love them to be able to read the stories that I did too. If you asked me maybe 4 or 5 years ago how I felt about the series concluding, I think everyone never wants anything to end, but I think the story's been so beautiful, and there's something really lovely about it coming to a close. But even though the stories end, the characters and the stories live on in our hearts, don't they? Definitely read it. It makes you see animals differently. It makes you understand history and how people used to live. And Michelle, I'd love you to write something next that still explores the imagery, maybe something that's still based around souls and life, and that's that kind of thing. But thank you for everything.
The story of Wolf Brother, and just the whole of Chronicle of Ancient Darkness, really is going to be a story that I'm going to always fondly remember growing up with. Just Michelle's writing really does just transport you to the world of Torak and Wolf, and just makes things such as hunting and friendship all just have much deeper and richer meaning to them. And just Michelle's just talented words and Sir Ian's incredible performances just really does bring the world and the amazing, lovable and loathable characters to life. Michelle, I just want to thank you for all your tireless love in crafting this series. I know you're very much going to know how much this is all going to mean to people, and I just want to say thank you. And although we are going to be sad it's leaving, many of us are going to be very happy to say that we're glad we were able to experience it. Thank you, and may the book find you.
How How the heck am I going to sum up my love for this series in 60 seconds? I was 13 when the first Wolf Brother book came out. I'm now 31. It remains my favourite series ever. For me, these books are the epitome of a perfect young adult series. I'm particularly moved by the books that are set in the far north because I've been fortunate enough to live in the Finnish Arctic, so when I read those books in particular, I feel like I'm going home. The series has influenced my own path as an author, and as an animal behaviourist, I can hand on heart say that Wolf's POV is the best that I have ever seen. I would not be the person I am today if I had not grown up with these books. I've lost count of the amount of times I've read them. I will read them more times than I can count again. Michelle, from the bottom of my heart, thank you for creating this masterpiece.
I was 8 years old when Wolf Brother was published, and it definitely doesn't feel like it's been 18 years. I guess I've grown up alongside Torak and Wolf, and the world and characters Michelle created have really stuck with me through the years. Michelle's writing is so immersive. I've laughed, I've cried, and even squealed out loud at various points throughout the books, and now I'm waiting with nervous excitement for the series to conclude in Wolfbane. I have fond memories of being part of the Clan Forum and getting to meet Michelle and some of my online friends at the UK Wolf Conservation Trust, complete with clan tattoos, of course. This also led to me volunteering at the Trust for 3 years. I was the one who was always recommending Wolf Brother to the guests. This experience will stick with me forever, and I wouldn't have thought it possible without the Chronicles of Ancient Darkness. The series has really shaped who I am as a person. So lastly, I just want to say thank you, Michelle, for taking us on this journey with you.
Hi, my name is Adia. When Wolf Brother came out, I was in kindergarten. It inspired a lot of my loves and interests up to the present day. When Viper's Daughter came out, it was a very difficult time of my life, and the book helped me to escape from what I was suffering through and gave me a lot of hope. The end of the series is a lot like watching your best friend move to college or get married, probably a lot like watching your first child move out for the first time. It hurts, but you love them so much. Anybody who hasn't read these books is missing out on an amazing world. I've got a copy of the book that I'm going to be sending to my little cousin, and I hope to inspire her as much as these books inspired me. I don't really know what to ask for. If I asked for more from Torak's world, that would probably be overkill after 9 books, but I would take anything you give us. You've inspired me a lot and given me a lot of hope, and I am so grateful for what you've given us. Thank you for being amazing, Michelle.
Hi, my name is Alexandre. I'm from Brazil. I discovered the Chronicles by an accident. I was searching for books about wolves, and when I saw Wolf Brother, I just had to read it. I started reading it. I couldn't stop it. It was so amazing, so dynamic. I could feel myself running with Torak and falling for him like I thought Torak was doing. And well, when I got to the last chapter of the last book of the series, I just couldn't read it because I didn't want it to be over. So when I discovered that the series would continue, I was so excited. And well, I just wanted to thank you for all the hours I spent with Torak and Wolf in this amazing world. And thank you for giving us more time in this amazing universe you created.
Hi, my name is Thomas. I first discovered Wolf Brother when on a trip from London to Durham in the car with my grandparents when I was 10 or 11. And my granddad had just fitted a new radio, a new CD player to the car, and he wanted to try it out. So he went into the first shop he could find in Stoke-on-Trent, and it was Wolf Brother, an audiobook. I'd never experienced an audiobook before that. And from Stoke to Durham and from Durham back to London, we listened to the whole thing, to the whole of the first Wolf Brother. And every time my grandparents came to see me, they'd bring me one of those audiobooks. So it's left me with two things since then. One is an enduring love of wolves. I have never looked at another animal and thought that it could be my favorite. Wolves have been my favorite animal ever since. And a deep, deep love of audiobooks. There are no days of the week I go without listening to an audiobook. And that is thanks to Wolf Brother. So thank you for your story, Michelle, because that is what it's left me with. Thank you so much.
My story with Wolf Brother. I have loved Wolf Brother since the day my hands turned its page on that seat in the library. Wolf Brother was the book that introduced me to the world of reading. It's been 4 years since I finished the Chronicles of Us in Darkness, and I didn't expect there to be a sequel. When I found out about it, it was one of the best days of my life. I hope that Viper's daughter, Skintaker, and Wolfbane can get here to Guatemala. Wolf Brother has given me strength, courage, and a lot of love through its page. Thank you very much, Michelle Paver. I owe all this to you. Perhaps this video isn't enough to express my gratitude. I will look forward to the day you can hear this. No matter how long is it.